coming with like some really really late slash early morning stream, like 12:30 a.m. stream, and I am accompanied with my friend Kizara Wolfie, or as I like to call her, Kiza for short. Hello, say hello.
Yo, what's up?
Okay, so I'm a Naruto fan. She's a Naruto fan. Hopefully, if you're watching this, you're a Naruto fan. And we are coming with an Akatsuki tier list. I just looked on Tier List Maker. I saw this random Akatsuki list. Most of them are half-assed, but this one actually has basically every single Akatsuki member, so I'm proud of this. We are going to be listing what we think are the best Akatsukis. This is basically, Kiza, do you want to do this off of strength or like?
Hmm. I feel like we should do it kind of
Because I'm thinking off of
based
strength.
off like strength and skill level,
Okay.
or like potential strength and skill level. Because even if it's not displayed in the anime per se, like but the extent of their skills that they could have.
Oh,
If that
okay.
makes sense.
Okay. Anyways, so this is gonna be based off of strength, and so we are going to list every single Akatsuki member from before, like back when Yahiko, Nagato, and Konan were leaders of the old Akatsuki to the whole stupid Shin Akatsuki things. And so the tier lists are set in these 5 different categories. S rank is like the top tier. A rank is like a high tier, but I wouldn't say they're really strong, but they're not like broken strong. S rank is the broken strong rank. B is like a mid tier, like they have some skills, but they're like mid level. C is they're pretty weak. They're pretty weak in the like as shown, but they have some kind of accolades that make them somewhat menacing, or they've done something somewhat noticeable. And D is just trash tier. Like D is just garbage. These people are like, why are they here? Anyways, so how about we say we just start? Do you want to go down the line, or you want to go down like tier list?
I say we start tier.
Tier?
Yeah,
Um,
like work bottom to up.
but I'm saying like placing people. You want to go down the line, or you want to just like look for people who we think are like these tiers? Because I think going down the line is easier.
Well, going down the line might be easier.
Okay, so we'll go down the line. Anyways, so we have Zetsu, and uh so I guess Zetsu is going to like white for like a disclaimer. Wherever we place Zetsu, we're placing both white and black Zetsu, and wherever we're placing Nagato, we are placing the 6 paths of pain. Just for a quick disclaimer. Anyways, Zetsu, I'm going to place him in C. What do you think?
I was kind of gonna say the same thing, only because like Zetsu isn't completely trash, but like
He's done nothing. Like when he was with the Akatsuki, he has done zero. Like I mean zero. Like I don't know. He like what's the word I'm looking for? The ending shows like he had some master plan, and so I give him like C because like he's smart, but like but outside of that, I don't think we've ever seen him like think or not think. I don't think we've ever seen him really fight besides when it was like in white Zetsu forms. All he's done was just reconnaissance. But we know that like he can split his body up into white Zetsus and form like almost an infinite amount of like infinite army. So with that is like that in itself is really strong. But other than that, Zetsu is just kind of like bleh. Really bland character, boring, hasn't really shown any fighting skills. The white Zetsus get taken out like they're just fodder for the war arc, but hey, he can make a army of them, so that's something.
Yeah, that displays some skill.
I'm gonna just put the Zetsus in C tier. This is a part of this dude. I'm going to place all of the original Akatsuki members of the Reign like in D tier, because like if you face it, if you think about it, they're kind of scrubs. They were designed to be scrubs.
That's very true. They didn't have much of any display of skills shown.
Like these people were pretty much like bleh. And I'm gonna place Yahiko in C because like Yahiko is supposed to be skilled, but we've never really seen him like go over and beyond. But since he's like the leader of the scrubs of the scrubs here, he will be in C just because of accolades, like just because of rank. That's it. Other than that, like hasn't really done much. He died. He said, "Yeet, I'ma yeet onto this kunai just to save Conan." Dies, and Nagato like rages out.
Pretty much.
Sasuke. So Sasuke's an S.
Clearly.
Do I need
That's
to say
the clear
anyway?
decision.
So this is like I don't know. Like should we No. See, this is their power levels when they are in the Akatsuki. This isn't like Sasuke like end game power level, by the way. But I would say Sasuke, with the amount of skill he has shown, he does when he was in the Akatsuki until he like left it, like during the war arc, he was really strong. He had a Matarasu. Like this man, like even though he got destroyed by B, I would say like Sasuke was pretty devastating enough to be considered an S tier threat, especially when he knew Kirin and he could defeat and well Itachi gave him the win, but like he knew Kirin, he defeated Orochimaru, like outsmarted Orochimaru. He's an Uchiha, which that speaks for himself. But like, come on, like I give Sasuke the benefit of the doubt of being S and just at least low S. That's all I gotta say. Team talk. Suigetsu. This is hard. Where do we put Suigetsu?
I kind of would put him at B.
B? Like I'm thinking B. Like
just because like he's not really weak. He's a skilled swordsman for sure, and not to mention his water jutsu that he uses, which is pretty useful. But it's like it's in a way it is almost debatable for him to be A just because he hasn't shown full extent of his powers, but he's still very skilled. I mean, he was also said to be in the Seven Swordsmen at one point, so it's kind of
high key. I really do want to put him in A because like without Suigetsu, Alataka would have died from B. Like from B's.
That's pretty true as well.
From beast-tailed beast bomb, and like I'm just thinking about it, and it's just like Suigetsu is incredibly strong, and especially going against Darui, that was a good fight. But Darui had like the type advantage, you could say, on Suigetsu. But he is no slouch. But this list is kind of compiling against other people, so I guess like mid tier is as good as we're gonna get with him. If anything, I would say he's low A, but I think he's a good mid tier, high B, at
Yeah, definitely for sure.
like for sure high B tier, but like.
Yeah, that's why I say it's debatable for him to be between A and B. It just really depends, I guess, on your standpoint of him.
Karin, I'm going to put her at C.
Definitely C. Although she does have the potential to be at B tier only because of the fact she's an Uzumaki. Just putting that out there.
Like, no doubt. Okay.
Because
I feel like all of her skills didn't come until like late in the war. And by that time, they were already out of the Akatsuki.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing about it. Like, Karin was a good healer. Like they bit her skin and she healed them like amazingly. She was the good
support for the team.
Like her upcoming, I would say, or her like shining moment is when she like actually used the Uzumaki chains, the chain jutsu. And so I was like, if she used that while they were going up against B, I would have put her at least in B tier. But since she's only really used as a support, like Genjutsu, like sensory, not Genjutsu, but sensory nin, because her sensory is amazing. Like,
definitely
don't sleep on her sensory. Like, she was able to pinpoint so many samurais, like infiltrating the 5 Kage summons. She was able to like completely know where everyone was at. So her skills, I'm not sleeping on. She's amazing. Datara, god dang, this one is very hard because I lean on. You know what? For the benefit of the doubt, I'm putting Datara S. I don't care what anyone says. Datara got robbed in that Sasuke fight. Datara should have killed Sasuke, and Datara is the low S of this. The reason why I give Datara low S is because of his that what was that? The detonating thing that turned into particles. Like he detonated. He can make his bombs detonate, but what it does is it turns into atoms, and then it like goes into a person and destroys them from the inside out. And I'm like, how can you counter that? Not only that, he has that C0 where like he sacrifices himself to create that huge explosion,
right? Which is what he got cheated out of when Sasuke's plot armor came into place.
Exactly. So I feel like A tier is way too like. If anything, he would be the highest A tier. But the thing is that his skill set, it was stated that he was so skilled, he was next in line to be the Tsuchikage until he like went rogue. So with all that being said, and he was an amazing they said he was an amazing explosion corps member. So
definitely he was super skilled.
He was skilled. He was facing Sasuke, had that amazing battle with him. Should have killed Sasuke hadn't it been for plot armor. Would have killed Sasuke if hadn't it been for plot armor. And he just has a lot of his abilities are pretty hacks. So also he was able to defeat Gaara, someone who was
that is very true.
He defeated Gaara by himself.
Captured him from his village and everything.
Like, defeated Gaara by himself. And this is Gaara with Shukaku, by the way.
Right. This was before they even extracted the beast from him, because this is what the plan was, to retrieve him.
There's arguments that Gaara in the beginning of part 1 was stronger than himself in the war arc, but we have seen Gaara like in the beginning, like Gaara was not weak at all. Like he was really strong, and he was able to control sand almost like enough to where it can cover the entire village and protect the entire village. Like, that's how much sand he could control.
It
And
was
so,
because he had those skills since birth, so it's like he had many years to put in working on any of his jutsu and skills, merged with Shukaku.
yeah, and even though he's like what, the same age as Naruto, and he was a young Kage, he was still at least the second strongest Kazekage, next to the third Kazekage with the Iron Sand. So he, even with Shukaku or without Shukaku, he was really strong, and Deidara beating him, like, by outsmarting him and just like going away, escaping Naruto, escaping Kakashi to an extent, even though Kakashi did take an arm. Kakashi was using Kamui, and Kakashi in part 2, like in part 1, Kakashi, he was pretty weak, he was like fodder, but in part 2, Kakashi, he was like the man. So
pretty much,
I can't really fault Deidara for losing an arm, even if you want to consider that an L, but he did get away, so it's like, in the end, the only person who took Deidara out was himself, so I give him low S. I mean, no disrespect, like, stop disrespecting my man. Like, art's an explosion. Shin, D tier, trash, get out of my face.
Hands down, no discussion needed.
No discussion needed. Terrible Mangekyo Sharingan that, like, allows him to control, like, weapons. Like, what the crap? We have some awesome ass Mangekyo Sharingans, and then you come with this bum. Like, this bummy Mangekyo Sharingan, and then tries to recreate the Akatsuki, and then get foiled by Sakura herself. Like,
exactly,
completely gets wrecked by
the
Sakura.
useless herself came to defeat you,
and then your own clones turned on you. Get out of here. Hidan, A tier.
I would put him, I was gonna say A.
I'm putting him A tier because he killed my boy Azuma, and Azuma's not weak. Don't sleep on Azuma.
He ain't weak, no way.
Azuma's
don't sleep on one of the best teachers.
Like, Azuma was very skilled. He was at a young age, like in his youth, he was a part of the Guardian 12, which were like elite shinobis, like guarding the daimyo. So like, even though Azuma, even in the anime, didn't get like acknowledged by the third Hokage, which is his dad, and he's always been in the shadows of someone. Like, the third Hokage was his dad, so he was always in the shadow of the Hokage, or he was in the shadow of his unnamed brother, who was an Anbu member, which is Konohamaru's father. Yeah, Konohamaru's father. And apparently his wife was also an Anbu, so Konohamaru had Anbu, like,
he had Anbu parents.
Even though, like, that's not really delved into, even though that would be interesting.
Sadly, I feel like they should have delved into that, I feel like.
But
I would love to learn more about the Sarutobi clan, to be honest.
True. But out of everything, he was really skilled, and he was an expert at chakra, like, at chakra flow.
Definitely.
Like, using the flying swallow, like, expertly, too, was really skilled, and basically within one arc, like the beginning of an arc, taught Naruto so fast how to make an S-class, like how to use wind style, how to master it, and taught him how to make his own S-rank jutsu.
That's what I'm saying. Asuma is one of the best senseis that Naruto ever had.
Yeah, and then he died, and then I was sad. And I was like, dang. For someone so cool, you didn't have a lot of screen time. But when you did, you were awesome. So thank you, Azuma, and Hidan gets A for defeating Azuma, even though Azuma didn't have
having immortality.
Yes, immortality is a big reason why he's A. Also, I would say, I mean, like, if anything, he's pretty low A. Like, I was really about to put him into B, but the immortality is what, like, makes him into A. Other than
Yeah.
that, he really doesn't have any skills. Like, no jutsus. He's taijutsu
I mean, he just uses,
only.
like, his, like, curse thing.
Yeah, but he's immortal. But the thing is, like, that curse thing is, like, super hacks, and what killed Asuma. Like, a person without any, like, intel just dies to this man.
Basically.
Like, that is the only reason why he's A. Do I think he's, like, incredibly, like, just god tier compared to like these other people? Not really, but to everyone below him, he's just immortal, and that's what gives him the edge. Like, Kisame, I'm gonna put him A. If anything, mid to high A. But,
yeah.
But the thing is that Kisame, even though he has been like hyped up, he has lost to Guy so many times. Like, Guy has made this
so
man
true.
sit down. B and A have like destroyed this man, and then he committed suicide. But he was a monster nonetheless, and he had Semihata, which was like,
yeah, he had Samehada, which was one of his sword when he was in the Seven Swordsmen group before joining the Akatsuki.
And Semihata's no joke. I mean, like, this man...
Oh yeah, definitely a cool sword to have, which is why I was glad it got passed down to B.
Well, I mean, now it's back with the mist, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah. But...
So, like, Semihata, like, with having Semihata, which is just hacks in itself, like, that sword is hacks, and then him just having Tailed Beast.
Right, he's known as the living tailed beast or something like that, like tailed beast man, something like that.
Yeah, it's the tailless tailed beast.
Yeah.
That's what they call him. So,
considering this due to the literal shark man.
Yes. And then he also has that shark mode. So I mean, like, tailless tailed beast, that's the only accolade that is pushing.
Yeah, his titles and his skills with a sword, as well
just
as
Semihata also. Just Semihata also, because that's just hacks.
It was a hack sword.
That's just hacks. Jugo, I'm gonna put him in B.
Jugo, I was gonna say B.
I'm gonna put him in B. Reason for the Curse Sage, really strong. Like,
definitely strong. He's super strong hand to hand.
Like, the only problem is going berserk. Yes, he gets really strong, but like, he loses. Like, he just has that tunnel vision.
Right, loses control.
Yeah, he just has that tunnel vision when he loses control, even though he gets that immense strength boost. But still skilled, still really skilled. So I put him on the same tier as Suigetsu, because I don't really think one of them is stronger than the other, because they both have their own set of skills and what they can do, and without these two, Sasuke would have died a long time ago. So Juzo going to be in C tier. See, now people will be all like, oh, this man got like completely thrown away in an anime, since he was an anime only Akatsuki. Like, this man got like completely wrecked by Yagura. And yes, I know I would have put him in D, but the only thing that's saving him from D and putting him in C is that he was one of the 7 swordsmen of the Mist. And not only that, he was one of the 7 swordsmen of the Mist that fought 8 gates might die and actually survived. So, and might die.
That gives him a bit of an edge.
Yeah, that gives him at least C tier. So from like escaping the fight alive from like 8 gates might die, while like several of the other users, like every one of the other swordsmen died to might die.
That is very true.
The ones that got resurrected, like the ones that got resurrected to fight Kakashi alongside Zabuza, like all of them died to might die. So Juzo was the only survivor. So A, I'm gonna give him C. This is Kakuzu's like unnamed partner.
So therefore he is D tier.
He is D tier. He is trash. He didn't even get a name, and Kakuzu killed him. That's how trash he was. So like, there is no competition. Now here's where we get to the hard parts.
Down to the nitty gritty.
The very nitty gritty. Conan. Where do we place Conan? I somewhat want to put her in A, but a part of me wants me to put her in B.
That's what I was thinking too, because, like, okay, her paper jutsu is something very skillful, but it's just to the extent that it's used, it's like, is it enough to be staying in A tier, or is it
I
just.
mean, she's smart and she's skilled. Like, I
Oh,
give her
definitely.
that. Like, she did get cheated off of that whole Obito fight, and she totally should have killed him. But Kamui, but it was like another, like he had another whatchamacallit, Sharingan, which made no entire sense. So that was just dumb how like Obito was able to survive that, even though he only had one eye, or was supposed to have one eye that whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, but the thing is that took her years to make, or not years to make. That took her some time to make after the war. Like, she was already prepping that. So I feel like without prep time, Conan doesn't do a lot. So
Yeah, that
with
does put an inconvenience. I really wish they displayed her more because I feel like she really could have been for sure A tier.
she's still not as trash as Sakura, so she's still one of the higher tiered women in
Yes,
Naruto.
definitely. In the
So
Naruto series, yes.
so A, I give her at least B. I give her B tier.
Okay.
Orochimaru, I'm putting in
I know.
I'm putting in
Okay.
A. I'm not
I
putting
honestly want to put him in S though because this man has,
no
he has
Orochimaru. No,
hacks.
here's the thing why I put him in A. Orochimaru hasn't been relevant since part 1 of Orochimaru hasn't been relevant since part 1 of Naruto, and in between that time, it's either in between that time or before that time, he left the Akatsuki. I forget what was the time, but the reason why I put him in A is, yes, he's a part of the Sannin, and yes, he's strong, but the thing is, he got wrecked by Sasuke and he got wrecked by Itachi, so I can't
But the
put
thing
him
is,
in.
he's still not dead.
No, what, Hidan isn't dead, but I put him in A.
I
Like,
know, but you know what I mean. Like
nah,
Orochimaru's a really smart dude.
no, oh yeah, no doubt about it, and so that's why I put him at the highest of A tier. But the thing is that I can't put Orochimaru over Sasuke because Sasuke wrecked him. Especially Akatsuki Sasuke, which has a Matarasu, which that like doubly wrecks him.
I
And
suppose.
and I can't even put him above Itachi or on the same tier as Itachi when Itachi put him in a genjutsu like under half a second and made him back down, and it was all like, oh hey, I don't want to mess with you again. And this is Itachi when he was sick, not even full powered Itachi. Like, bruh, Orochimaru doesn't even hold a candle to this man. Orochimaru doesn't
Okay.
even hold a candle.
Okay, yeah, I can give you that. Just because he does have hacks, he has very extensive knowledge, but still not, I guess, broken enough to be put above
I
Sasuke.
mean, like, yeah, he keeps on coming back. No doubt. Like, you can't get rid of Orochimaru, but like,
He's like a roach.
yeah, but
A
like,
Roachmaru.
but like, the thing is that with the power of S tier, there needs to be something that makes him overly broken that like other shinobis can't really like face him. And yes, his Sannin tier is a lot for that, and he's really skilled with the whole like bite marks and stuff. His snake
With his
hiss
like
bite
curse
bite.
mark vampire bite type stuff.
But the thing is, I would put him in S if the show showed him that, like, if the show showcased his knowledge if he knew Sage Mode. It has never been shown that Orochimaru knew Sage Mode or
True, because
have
if
the
he was able to
ability,
use
like
Senjutsu with his snakes, that would
like
definitely put him up.
Kabuto could use Sage Mode. Mitsuki can use Sage Mode. Why hasn't Orochimaru shown that he can use Sage Mode? And then by the time Orochimaru has already shown to be like way too weak. And also, like, Itachi has beaten Orochimaru on 2 occasions. One was in the back with the whole Akatsuki gathering. If that was like a game only animation that was actually canon to the story, where it shows the Akatsuki formate like getting together, like the formation of the like criminal organization Akatsuki, and it shows that Orochimaru wanted to steal the Itachi Sharingans. Itachi put him under a genjutsu really quick and made like it stopped Orochimaru from pursuing. Like, Orochimaru knew that he could not, like, face Itachi. Orochimaru pops out of Sasuke's shoulder during that whole Itachi Sasuke fight, and then Itachi was like, "Ha, gotcha! You entered my trap card, Totsuka Blade," and then sealed Orochimaru. So, and it was like, bruh, like, he beat you on like 2 separate occasions. Like, I'm sorry, Orochimaru, you're just gonna have to stay in A.
All right, next we've got Nagato.
Okay,
Definitely.
so definitely S because
S.
Rinnegan and
Rinnegan,
the
he's
pains.
Uzumaki.
Yeah.
All that stuff. All his jutsu. Yeah, just
the pain.
Not much explanation needed.
Is able to control the 6 paths of pains, and
Right.
that speaks volumes for themselves.
And that's how he beat Jiraiya.
Killed Jiraiya, destroyed the leaf. Like even Orochimaru was scared of this dude. Like, bruh. Like, he planned on taking the Rinnegan, but like this man like was like, yeah, you're not taking this.
He was too menacing for Orochimaru to handle.
And even, I'm not going to count their reincarnated powers, because that's, So, with all that being said, I give Nagato, like, no doubt about it. Rinnegan's hacks, he gets S tier. And everyone's probably wondering, why isn't Madara? Why can't we put Madara here? Madara was never part of the Akatsuki.
Yeah, he was never an official member.
He just got reincarnated and was working alongside the people who reincarnated him. It's like saying Kabuto was a member of the Akatsuki.
Exactly.
No, he was just an ally of them. Never a member.
So we've got Obito.
Obito, S.
S tier.
There's no doubt about it. Kamui is one of the most broken abilities, let alone Sharingan abilities.
And then Rinnegan abilities.
I mean, I'm not counting Rinnegan. Like, when I say Obito, this is him being Toby. Like,
well, then might as well put the Toby avatar there too. Then
no, like I didn't.
Unless you're counting that separately.
I didn't make this list. So this was the whatchamacallit picture that was showcased. So
well, I'm saying there's a picture of Toby too. So I'm saying if you're gonna.
Oh crap! Oh wait! Oh yeah, there is.
That's what I was saying. If you might as well add it there. Whoops. Since this is him while he was Toby in the Akatsuki. Yeah. Definitely Kamui was his prime jutsu he used during that time.
He was like mad. He was mad skill, like, dude. When he was playing this whole war and pulling out the phasing stuff. I mean, I guess we can count the Rinnegan because he did acquire that from Nagato, like towards the end and at the beginning of the war arc, which I would say that was the official, after the whole 5 Kage summit thing, I would say that is the official like breakup of the Akatsuki, and it went with like whatchamacallit, the whole Kabuto war arc thing, reanimations. So within that time period, I would say like Rinnegan Obito, of course, S tier, one of the higher S tiers, if not the highest S tier, because like this crap was broken. But I can't count Jinchuriki. I can't count 6 paths Jinchuriki Obito because there was no Akatsuki at that time. So
right, that was well into the war arc.
That was like near the end of the war arc.
Yeah, near the end of the war arc. So those abilities won't count for this tier list.
Yeah, I can't count those abilities. Other than that, I would say the whole reanimating the I don't count the whole he put the 6. Well, he did have the power to put all the other Jinchurikis under a Genjutsu to control them, but I can't really count that as a part of his power due to the fact that that was like in the war arc and there was no Akatsuki. So, but due to him also having the Rinnegan and Sharingan combo and the Kamui combo, yes, dumb. Like, a very, very dumb. This combination was stupid. Sorcery.
Alright, sorcery
I put
is
him in I put him in A, dude.
Well, what's your reasoning for putting him in A?
I put him in A due to his backstory was he could kill an entire village by himself. He had the third Kazekage puppet and can control iron sand. He could turn people into puppets. He was very, very, very skilled, had an extensive knowledge of poison that was near uncurable until Sakura came along and Tsunade came along. So, like, you get attacked by sorcery by his poison from his scorpion. What was that? Shuriko puppet.
Yeah,
thing?
you're talking about his puppet.
Yeah, Hiriko puppet, and then you're pretty much dead. Not only that, he could turn his whole body into a puppet and reassemble himself. Like that thing was like that.
Right, yeah, because
right
he had
there
his
is
soul separate from another body,
Yeah,
so
like-
that he could transfer puppet bodies if need be.
Like that thing was so stupid. And then the only reason why he died is because he let himself die by like Granny Chio.
Yeah, he
with,
let
like,
him. He
Mother
let Sakura
and
kill
Father.
him.
No, he didn't let Sakura kill him. He let Chio kill him. He let his own grandmother kill him, which is fine. And, like Sakura still didn't get the W because Chio basically backpacked
Well,
her
yeah,
and
it
carried
was mostly Chio's fight
Yeah, it was
because
mostly
it
Chio's
was
fight.
battle against her grandson, puppet users.
It was Chio's fight with Sakura coming in with the support healing so Chio didn't run out of stamina because she was wheezing and gasping. And even
Well,
then,
because she's old.
And even then, Sorcery was all like, "Oh, hey, mother, father, puppet. You know what? I'ma just let myself die to this."
Right, he gave himself the L.
Also, he was voiced by Johnny Young Bosch in the English dub, so this
In the
is
English dub version.
So that is a huge reason why he's A tier. For that alone, he gets A
His
tier.
voice actor is the
Yes.
reason why he's A tier.
Yes, Johnny Young Bosch is like an S tier.
Yes, Johnny Young
actor,
Bosch is very legendary, but that shouldn't affect the tier list based off
It
strength of
affects
skill.
it affects the tier list. It affects his skill level. His skill goes up like 50% just being voiced by Johnny Young Bosch.
You're ridiculous.
Look at Ichigo, like, bruh. If he wasn't voiced by Johnny Young Bosch,
So you're
he
saying
wouldn't-
anybody voiced by Johnny Young Bosch is ultimately an amazing character?
Yes, look at the track record, bruh. Look at the track record. It's like whoever is voiced by Vic Mignon, whatever how you say his last name, is an epic character. Broly, friggin' Ed from Full Metal, like epic characters, high tier characters. Anyway,
Alright.
Shin Clones D tier.
Shin clones are
Don't
D tier.
Don't even know. Like you were created by this man. That's how you know you're trash.
When you're created by trash, you are trash.
Kakuzu.
Kakuzu, I would say, is A tier.
A tier.
Because he doesn't reach enough to be S tier, even though he supposedly fought the first Hokage.
We all know how that fight went out. First Hokage,
Right.
Like Kakuzu, I challenge you, First Hokage, to a match is already over. Hashirama says, "Sit down."
So for that reason alone, he's not going to be S tier. Just because we never saw the fight with him versus Hashirama, and plus, just yeah.
He was
But
pretty
he
broke.
does have a lot of skill.
Like he's A tier because he did lose to Naruto's new S tier jutsu, which like
That is very true, especially since it wasn't even until Naruto showed up that they were having so much trouble with him.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like they were having really like some trouble with Kakuzu.
Kakashi was just like, bruh, this dude.
But hey, man, Kakashi was going at him like hand to
I
hand
know
combat.
Kakashi
Like, the
was
best
definitely
fight.
giving
That
him
is
the beats for a bit.
Dude, that is the best fight. It was so well animated. I love that fight. Like the whole Kakashi versus Kakuzu fight and that whole arc. All the fights were great. But yes, he's also like immortal. You have to destroy all 5 of his hearts, and for that reason, he's A. And he also has like all the elements. So
That's true. He does wield all.
yes, I know.
Elements.
I know this B like tier is like really really weak. I understand it, but these people either they have the skill but not the they have the skill but not like the raw not the raw talent, I would say, but okay. These people have skill, they just don't have an ability that makes them like completely insane, or they don't have the accolades that make them like just above and beyond. Like this man, quote unquote, like this man, basically immortal, 5 hearts, quote unquote, fought the first Hokage, but I'm not going to count that. But 5 hearts, all chakra natures, insane, sorcery, can destroy villages by himself, is basically immortal, insane. Him, like Orochimaru, one of the 3 Sannin, that speaks for himself, insane. Tailless tailed beast, one of the 7 swordsmen of the mist, has Semihata, insane. And this guy basically can just instant kill you, and like this guy can instant kill you and is immortal. Like, of course this is over these people, which do like is skilled but does like basic things, and then these people literally just are insane, just are insanely skilled, has the best showings of any Akatsuki, and basically have like the stats to back them up.
That's very true.
With like,
had there be like a
trophies.
double S tier, that would be a different story.
A double S tier, if there's double S tier, then I'm putting like Obito in that double S tier, and possibly Nagato. Like these 2 would have been S, but like these would have just been S. This would have been like double S or S plus. Anyways, last but definitely not least, Itachi. This is
Itachi definitely S.
Definitely S. There is like no doubt about it. Like Itachi is one of the strongest Akatsuki members, and you could argue
most legendary Uchiha.
You can argue, besides Madara, but you can argue like Akatsuki is strong as, or a little bit stronger than Nagato if he was like not sick. Sick Itachi, yeah, you can argue that he's on the same tier, but for all intents and purposes, sick Itachi is kind of lower than Nagato. But like full power,
had he been at his full health,
oh man, this man is like, bruh, you could argue that he's at least as skilled as Obito.
Yeah,
you can count that. You can at least say that, because this man was throwing hands with KCM Naruto, like KCM Naruto in perfect Jinchuriki B at the same time by himself, and took out Nagato, and got himself out of the reincarnation jutsu. Like,
that's true. He yeeted himself out of that jutsu.
Had Kodo Matsukami to like take him out of the reincarnation jutsu.
He's like, oh, I just have my safety net.
And has so many one-shot moves, like it's incredible. Amaterasu, Tsukiyomi, Totsuka Blade, has the Yata mirror for like reflecting any ninjutsu attack. Perfect has one of the most bulkiest and perfect defense Susanos ever.
Best genjutsu skills.
Some of the best genjutsu skills. Hashtag Kurenai tried.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on that meme of a thing of Kurenai trying to put Itachi under a genjutsu. Like, yeah, she may be somewhat of a genjutsu master, but she don't top Itachi.
Like this man had so much going for him, and if he was like full powered, I don't know how to stop him. Like this man, like Obito was only able to match Guy, Kakashi, B, and Naruto with like having the other tailed beast by his side, but then they like figured out his ability, and I feel like Itachi would have already figured out that he would have already figured out Obito's like whole Kamui abilities, because Itachi's like really smart, one of the smartest people.
Definitely,
like one of the
super skilled people. I mean, the man was in the Anbu at like what,
and was
like
even
age 11 or something like that.
And he was even said he had the mind of the Hokage at like age 10. Like this man was Hokage status, like by age 14 at least. It was insane. Like this man is insane. at least I know this is like high key Itachi high key Itachi wink, but like we can't sleep on this man's accolades. Like they speak for himself. Like from like he's just pouring with the sauce. Just nothing.
Dripping sauce.
He was so strong. He had to let Sasuke kill him. Like there was no
Basically.
doubt about it. Like look, I would say Deidara and Sasuke were on like the same skill level, or at least Sasuke was stronger than Deidara when he got Itachi's when he unlocked the Mangekyo Sharingan. But
With
before
Itachi's eyes, yeah.
before the Mangekyo Sharingan, these two were equal. Like Deidara and Sasuke were equal.
They were at yes, they were at same status at the time.
But Sasuke with like all the even crazy without that, even crazier, Itachi reincarnated, like full strength, of freaking. Yes, I know we're not counting this, but like full strength Itachi was strong as like EMS Sasuke, which is completely insane. The only stronger variant, like the only time Sasuke has been stronger than Itachi is when he was like blessed by Ninja Jesus himself, Hagoromo, to be
yeah, Hagoromo.
like Hagoromo, to be like having one half of the Sage of Six Paths power and got like that.
I, the Ninja Jesus, grant you half of my skills.
Yeah, basically got that advanced Rinnegan. Like that is the only time Sasuke has been stronger than Itachi. So with that being said, that is the tier list, and I hope you guys like agree with this. There will be more anime tier lists like this sometime later, but for now, that is the tier list. Hope you enjoyed. I'm ending the stream off here. Peace.